Good morning. It is Monday, May the 1st, and that means two things. Import beer is just somewhere else as domestic, and it is time for the lighting industry news brief, and we are brought to you by KeystoneTech.com and their XFit Sports Light. You know what it has? A laser. It has a laser so that you can point it exactly where it needs to be. It also comes with a remote-mounted driver. That means the driver can be somewhere you can reach. You don't need ladders to change the drivers on these things once they're up. And that's Sports Light made easy. That's KeystoneTech.com. Link in the descriptions, if you please. Into the news. The IES and NALMCO have issued an MOU on a recommended practice for lighting maintenance. Acuity will be ending production of fluorescent and HIDs. Their all-LED, all-LED portfolio will start on the 1st of 2024. Chinese firms are looking to buy Korean semiconductor makers just to skirt the U.S. rules and a little bit of offshoring of their own. NECA's CEO has visited Congress for work on the status of independent contractors. It has been 145 days since the DLC's Industry Advisory Committee has published an agenda or meeting minutes, which is to say there is no data on what they have done in 2023. Lightfair has recognized innovators with their innovation awards. Those were presented last week. The IES Progress Report is seeking submissions. Any achievement can be put before the judges by the 2nd of June. A former GE plant in Fort Wayne, Indiana, is a National Historic Site as part of the National Register of Historic Places. Chauvet Lighting moves. They've got a new HQ in South Florida. Sonepar has issued an update on their CSR goals. They will be spending €2 billion in better supply chains. Wolfspeed is reported on Q3. Revenues in the quarter were $228 million. Grainger issues their Q1 financials. Sales were up 12%. LSI's Q3 was up 7%. Rexel's Q1 was $5 billion in revenue. Schneider has issued a Q1 report with an all-time high for revenue. Valmont has updated their earnings guidance with the full year of 2023 will be about $15 to $16 per share. Sales are up 18% at Fagerhult in Q3. And Schneider Electric will be funding part of Notre Dame Cathedral's restoration, specifically electrical controls components, as well as the installation. Amoresco has new energy partnerships with St. John's College and the Sunnel Group in Europe. Staples Canada is half done with their LED conversions of all of their owned warehouses, distribution centers, and retail spaces. HLW is expanding in Florida with a new office in Palm Beach. We have a merger between LTG and Vector in St. Louis. That's a rep agency update for you. In events, we have Lightfair updating their app just in time for the show. We have a webinar from the Lights Out exhibit at the Smithsonian that's presented by the AAS on the 11th. You can save the date for the 3D Printing for Lighting Conference. That's in San Diego, August 22nd to 23rd. In IoT news, the city of St. Brieuc, France, has saved 188 hours of operational time after giving controls to individual citizens. MC Dean has bought IEC Systems. Kasambi has named their product of the year. It's called Lepuc. It's a little desktop device. AI Dot is expanding their Matter-compatible line. Mount Vernon, New York is planning a smart city with new lighting and sensors from Signify. In market predictions, we have a $500 billion in value for nanophotonics. Smart cities will grow by 14%, $14 billion for human-centric lighting products and design services, and the PoE market will grow by 26%. In R&D, old dogs have lighting needs similar to elderly humans. Specifically, dementia symptoms carry across the species line. Redirected light fenestrations, solar tubes, skylights, can generate glare enough to be uncomfortable to occupants. Translucent walls. This is a new silica air gel. These are blocks that can improve your daylighting options. Smart adaptive homes have the potential to improve space and personalization. This is a study of controls options for new lifestyles brought on by work from home type stuff. I'm a very serious, smart person. Optimizing energy in human-centric lighting. We have a new study focusing on demand from developing nations. And high melanopsin stimulating lights, which is to say lights with blues up to 65K and higher, change how you see color at your peripheral vision, which is already a thing we kind of knew, that your peripherals rely more on your cones than your rods. So, but anyway, really, really blue light makes things look greener at your peripheral vision, and that's nifty. You can also map magnetic fields with OLEDs. Normally we use it for lighting or displays, but apparently we'll have some other options going ahead for that. In darkness news, House bill in Massachusetts, 3164, will be read by the floor next spring. This is targeting exterior lighting for quality and night sky preservation. Lights don't lure insects, but they trap passersby. That's a new study of insects, that their dorsal sensors are attracted to light when they see it. They don't go toward it. It's interesting. Arkansas's Natural Skies is beginning an advocacy campaign. Monash U has a new app that'll help shift workers' sleep. We have circadian response worsening with age. We have a view of light pollution from the ISS, and the Capture the Dark photo contest from the IDA is returning. Fourth year. Disney Corporation is funding sea turtle benefiting campaigns, so for new lighting and nesting security. St. Louis's Gateway Arch is going dark for migration season. Lights Out Colorado is stepping up their efforts for migration season. Chatham-Kent City Council has passed a law on greenhouse lighting at night. The IDA met in Tucson to advocate with the general public. Galveston, Texas has approved illuminated billboards at night. We have advocates pushing for new light pollution rules in Taiwan. And Breckenridge, Colorado has met on a lighting ordinance. In recommended reading, all this on nailed.org, we have the dark past of Lights on the Spectrum charity auction. We have the human-centric IoT factors, LED for gas station canopies, a podcast about LEDs in the horticultural market, a history of neon lighting, mistakes in motion sensors for bedrooms, understanding light pollution in Texas. The NAED has resumed publication of their Washington Wire. We have what it means to become a certified outdoor lighting designer. We compare 5 radiators for LED fixtures. We have a discussion of design for disassembly. We have another discussion on circular design and 5 questions and 5 answers with Rick Angel. In horticultural news, Scott's Miracle Grow, a maker of lighting equipment, I swear, will be issuing a dividend, 66 cents per share. That's on the 9th of June. Texas Originals CEO is advocating for better access for pharmaceutical marijuana users in the state. Lethbridge College is building a research greenhouse with a $350,000 grant. $350,000 grant. U of Bonn in Germany will be building an €8 million greenhouse from federal funds. In local news, Milwaukee streetlights have been out for months. Massachusetts has passed new rules for hospital lighting for better visibility. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, parks in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania have earned awards for their new lighting. We have new grants for school lighting in Ohio. LSU has begun phase 2 of their lighting projects. Collingwood, Ontario is beginning their exterior lighting retrofits. Louisiana State may allow renters out of leases early over minimum safety requirements. 5 New York towns have formed a climate-smart circle. Acuity phosphors have gone purple in Phoenix, Arizona. Murfreesboro, Illinois has been given $1.8 million in grants. Clinton, Mississippi has received state funds for lighting. Princeton, Texas is adding connected solar LED poles in parks. We have Denver Habitat for Humanity winning an EPA Star Award. We have new lighting at the New York World's Fair Towers, if you remember Men in Black, that movie. In international news, Glamix will be touring the EU with a presentation on human-centric lighting. Moselle, France is turning their lights back on over thefts from cars. And speaking of the French, they're not big on smart homes. Very resistant on that. Find out why. In People News, Heinrich Thai of SG is now the Secretary General of the Zaga Consortium. Charles R. Patton is now on the board of directors at Amoresco. Lanta LED promotes Samuel Rabinowitz as CEO. And a recap of industry moves all through April. And in Things You Can Build, how to pull a busted bulb without a potato. And how to kill weeds with a laser. It's automated. Anyway, I've been Scott Walker. Thank you to Nail. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the music and enjoy your week.
Stationary. Dedicated Claire, 50-word vocabulary. Dedicated Claire, like a puzzle dumped out of a box. Dedicated Claire, remember I commanded you, this song rocks. Dedicated Claire, it's a new art town, all the nutters are out. I'm on a Joseph Campbell journey. In a smashing dress, too blessed to be stressed. I'm checking in with my bankruptcy attorney. So thin, your last name should be Shiloh. I'd call you on it, but you'd sue me for libel. Dedicated Claire. They're their own test tube babies somewhere in D.C. Dedicated Claire. And that's this weekend of the SWAT. Dedicated Claire. It's a new art town, all the murders are out on a Joseph Goebbels journey. With a passing test, too pressed to get dressed, to the meeting with the aggressive trustee. Accidentally slipped off a building. Dedicated Claire. There is no end to double dealing. Dedicated Claire. The old shocking self-belief